Your Honor, I know you're saying I need to go to jail, but I have to decline your invite. Sorry, I can't go. Her pum-pum needs me. And the man's excited. And I could have took his bitch. Like, my seat's empty currently. I could have just stopped and said, get in, took his bitch. Speed wins in all things. A plane does not fall out of the sky because of speed. You must act quickly. If you're considering joining the real world, you need to do it right now. Yeah, maybe in the future, dear. Get your tits out. I don't listen to women very much, and my life is fantastic. I don't like no one. You're all losers. When I say something, it matters. It's like, this is so gay. It's just like you can't say anything. Oh, the Jews, I hate them more than you. The Jews, I hate them. Darn Jews, From my $30 million penthouse, I'm going to look out on my balcony for 45 minutes. Might get some double chocolate ice cream. Might get some bitches. Might make some babies. Might say, you have beautiful hair, baby. Really? You like my hair? Sure. Whatever it takes. Love your hair. Get your tits out. Personally, me, the balance has always come easy. I always know exactly how much to do of each thing, which is all of it, all the fucking time. All the work must be completed all the time. All the women must be inseminated all of the time. Give me my fucking orange juice.
Well guys, it looks like the clown show just never fucking ends. And we're back with the goober that keeps on goobing. The smelliest taint in the AMU, good old Andrew Taint. And you see, Andrew here has really just been continuing his bullshit at pretty much all costs. And at this point, anytime this motherfucker manages to get in front of any type of camera, it just feels like something straight out of a fever dream, as he just starts yapping about some of the most random things that make absolutely no sense and that just happened to pop up into his mind. I mean, even in our last video, only a couple of days ago, he ended up going on some little deranged tangent, basically just yapping about the fact that his gut feeling was him from the future time traveling to warn himself.
Gut feelings are actually a message sent to you from your future self because your consciousness can travel through time. Future you is trying to keep you alive. Future you wants you alive because if you don't live, there is no him. Future you needs you to survive so he can exist. He needs you to carry on your pathetic existence for as long as possible. And he continues to send you messages back. I know you're poor, but please keep living.
Before then, just continuing to yap about random insane shit, like orange juice apparently having the ability to keep the fucking sharks away from him when he's at the beach.
Look into the future. Orange juice to prevent the sharks from biting you. Economy classes from losers. Your fucking children hate you. The pilot laughs at you. Use your mind. Use your brain. Think about it. People being like, oh, he's too rich to disagree with. He keeps saying he needs orange juice, so the shark's gonna eat him. Get him his fucking orange juice. He's paying the fucking rent. Thanks. That was close.
So as you can clearly tell, the man seems to care a whole lot about his orange juice, and was just on a whole lot of random bullshit, and it was just quite the experience to watch occur. And since that last video, he has continued his bullshit on his random little topics that he just gets randomly upset about and tries to rage bait views with one of these topics specifically being the fact that he hates anyone who drinks wine, and keeps making this comparison that it's like smelling a dog's butthole. Now I don't know why Taint is so obsessed with dog butthole, or why he always reverts back to this, or why wine just pisses him off so much, but it's led to just little clips that he's posting like this one right here.
Wine is obviously for f***ings. Anyone who pretends wine tastes different. I mean, basically we should just shoot these people in the head by now. You know, you're in a restaurant, they bring the wine, they pour out a little bit, and the guy's like, he's sniffing a f***ing butthole like he's a dog. There should be a kill squad that just walks into restaurants when that's going on, and the guy's like, out here, you piece of shit. So then they fuck his wife, and his wife's screaming, no, Frank, no, and they grab her by the hair. She gets
And like I said, I do not know who was drinking wine who managed to upset this man to this extent, to where he felt the need to go on a tangent about how they need to get hit up by a firing squad, as his wife is just getting, ass blasted at the table. I don't know what the hell that was about or why it was necessary, but clearly, it obviously upset him pretty extensively, to where he just needed to go on this little deranged rant for seemingly no reason at all. And this isn't the only bullshit that this guy has just randomly been on when driving around in his car, because he also decided that he was going to let everyone know that the world doesn't happen to him, but he happens to the fucking world. And in doing so, he felt the need to make up this story about how he could have took some guy's bitch because apparently he was filming his car and she could tell that he was just the beta and saw the alpha, but he was nice enough not to do it. And then he went on to try to give some wisdom with it.
Things happen to me, but then I happen back. You hear me, Earth? I will happen back to you if you fuck with me. And for that reason, I'm not afraid of anything the world's gonna throw at me because I can happen back. I was just driving down the road and a guy was filming my car. Standing next to him was his girlfriend. He's filming the car and his girlfriend has a look on her face of slight embarrassment and annoyance. And we kind of locked eyes, me and the girl, and she looked at me kind of like, I'm a little bit embarrassed that my boyfriend's filming your car and he doesn't have one. And the man's excited. And I could have took his bitch. Like, my seat's empty currently. I could have just stopped and said, get in, took his bitch, and it could have been the end of their entire happy relationship. Because by filming the car, he was signaling to her, I want that car. I'm impressed by that car, but I don't have it. And that's not masculine because men have all they want. You have all that you want because you happen to the world. When you're with your girl and you see something you can't afford, ignore it. Apathetic. Don't stare at it. Don't look at it. Don't mention it in the positive or the negative. It didn't happen. Just sit with your girl, talk to her, distract her. Talk about her hobbies or some shit. Ask her about fucking Twilight. Take her brain off it until the rich man's driven past. Let me tell you guys something. I've been through more things than any of you could ever handle. I've been through more loss, heartbreak, pain, suffering than any of you could ever handle.
And the craziest part about all of this is, as a man who's apparently been through just more shit than apparently anyone else could ever handle, and as just this badass who's driving around almost stealing people's women, he then decided that only a little bit later, while again on another drive, he was going to try to pump up some random ass meme coin and was sponsoring it to all of his little glazers and fanboys so that they could get in on it and so that I can assume he can make some money from it to cover all the legal fees that he's been dealing with recently.
Here's how it's going to work. My wallet is below. The funniest coin is going to be mentioned by me. Mock my enemies. It always makes me laugh. If you're the funniest, it'll be the one I mention. All creator fees must be diverted to me in this wallet. All creator fees from every single coin will be used to buy daddy. That's the plan. We're going to blow up one of these coins that are donated to my wallet, whichever one is funniest. All creator fees must be aimed at my wallet or it will not be the one that is chosen. All creator fees by daddy. Let's fucking run it.
And yeah, if you're stupid enough to be buying any of these damn meme coins, then you've already failed the IQ test. But as you can tell, the bullshit has just been all over the place, and he has just been a lot more angry recently than he usually is. And the reason that I think he is doing all of this shit for is not only to get more attention and in turn try to get more money and continue his grift where he's selling his courses, but it's also due to the fact that him and his brother have been getting into a lot more legal trouble lately as more charges are being brought up against them. And we have even seen both of the goobers recently leaving court, where they reposted this video here because they must have felt like some damn badasses, as reporters are kind of swarming them and questioning them. And it just led to this goofy ass video here, where at first he seems pretty happy and is pretending like he's handling all of the different pressure and all of the new charges well.
Finish?
Ah, my friends from the press again.
Okay.
Hi, friends.
So why did they call you today?
They said I was really handsome. They said I'm really good looking and handsome.
Yes.
And that they wanted to give me a certificate for being so handsome. Most handsome man in Romania. So I'm going to use it this summer in Mamaia. I'm going to walk around and show all the girls I'm the most handsome man in Romania. That's my intention.
Are you facing new accusations?
I am being accused of being the most handsome man in Romania. And I have to admit, I'm guilty.
1 hour in the decode.
Because I'm so handsome.
Why?
He's like, you're so handsome, Andrew. You're so funny. You're so rich. He was giving me lots of compliments.
Something, drink something,
Only
coffee, tea.
Only coffee.
Yes.
But of course, all of the cocky bullshit quickly faded, and naturally, he did the only thing which he knew how to do, which was to go ahead and walk down the beach and basically scream and get upset at his camera, where he was getting mad about the fact that the court wasn't revealing who the victims were, which is a, pretty common and typical thing when it comes to the type of crimes he's being accused of. And he's then stating that as his defense, he's just not gonna go and he's not gonna show up to court, and is basing it all off of the argument that apparently the victims just don't exist because the prosecutors are refusing to just air out their information so that they can be harassed further, and are keeping their identity under wraps so that there's no type of repercussion, which again seems to be a pretty common tactic for this type of situation.
Let me clear up this news you're seeing on the timeline. The British state has accused me of a crime. They said 15 years ago I did something I wasn't supposed to do and I'm a criminal. But they won't tell me who against. They won't tell me where it happened. They won't tell me when it happened. They just said 15 years ago you did a crime. And I said, okay, against who? We're not telling you in case you tweet it. Why would I tweet it? What are you talking about? Tell me who I committed this crime against so I can defend myself. Nope, we're not gonna let you defend yourself. You're accused of a crime, you're charged with a crime, we won't tell you who against. And I said, well then how do I put a defense together? And they said, well if you come to England, we'll tell you. I said, sure, I'll come to England. No problem. All I wanna know is, can you guarantee I will not be remanded in custody? They said, no, we're not gonna guarantee you that. If you come to England, there's a strong chance you're gonna go to Belmarsh, remanded in custody for years, pre-trial. And I'm like, so you are accusing me of a crime, you've issued a warrant, you won't tell me who the crime was committed against, if they even exist, because they don't. These are made up victims, completely made up. They have people hiding behind anonymity and just attacking me, demanding millions of euros, millions of dollars for things that happened in 2009. Nobody's telling me what these things are. Nobody's telling me who these people are. Nobody's telling me when they happened, where they happened, nothing. And they're saying if I go to jail, they'll tell me, but I have to fly to England and put myself in jail.
So as you can tell, he wasn't too happy, and he's not handling the pressure too fucking well. Not only because he's getting hit with charges in Romania, as you saw he actually went to and tried to deal with, but is now also getting hit with charges in the United Kingdom, and is just all upset and mad that they're not giving him the names so that he can air it out on his social media platforms and just make it worse. And this isn't the only place that he was basically having a crash out about it and just bringing it up constantly, because also in his emergency meetings, he has been doing the same exact thing, where he's just bringing up jail and trying to paint himself as the victim as much as he could, just like all of these alpha males try to do when they get in any type of trouble, which is to basically just try to pretend to be this victim and this martyr.
I'm just the only idiot out here saying the truth, going to jail for it. Every 5 minutes they indict me. Wake up, have a coffee, get indicted. Everyone knows they're lying, but they're liars. So that's what they do. You know? So anyway, I'm going to message her and say, are you a robot yet? That's what I do. I sit with the BBC. Hi. You went to jail. Nah. No, you went to jail because you were accused of human trafficking. Must have the wrong guy. Not me. I'm winning. I'm up. Yeah, but you're accused of this. What are you talking about? Don't know what you're talking about. I got a Bugatti. I'm rich. What are you talking about? I'm a winner. I don't know what you're saying. Lose. Not in my brain. Not in my memory.
So as you can tell, it's clearly really bothering him, and it's bothering him to such an extent that then on top of this, in his emergency meetings, when he's not, talking about time travel and all the other shit, in half of them, he's just bitching and is just upset and is basically complaining about how he hates everyone on the internet and everything's stupid, and it just ends up like divulging into these random little rants, where I think the only reason it's happening is because he's so damn upset about all of these charges and about how he's apparently just this victim of all of the corruption coming after specifically him for some reason.
Come have a cigar with me. And please afford me the rare luxury. I'm going to complain a little bit because I can't find anyone who I like anymore. I don't like anybody. And I know everyone says that like they're cool. Like, I don't like no one. You're all losers. When I say something, it matters. Everyone on the internet fucking sucks. No one's funny. It all fucking blows. It's all gay and retarded. You know? I like Nick. Nick's funny. Nick's the only guy who will say something that'll make me laugh. Nick is the only person left on the internet who's funny. Everyone else fucking sucks, bro. And even then, like, you probably noticed my Twitter feed lately is just my car. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to flex my $7 million cars. Here's a $7 million car. Here's another $7 million car. Here's a different $7 million car. I have like 20. Here's another $7 million. Look, here's $100 million worth of cars. You're poor. Because everyone on the internet's a fucking retard. It's like, this is so gay. It's just like you can't say anything. Oh, the Jews, I hate them more than you. Oh, the Jews, darn Jews, If you come anywhere near me in a little hat, I'll just slap you in the face. I don't give a fuck, bruv. You come up to me and start talking shit, but get out of here. F off back to your fucking shithole. I don't care. Endless babying. Or women.
And then even this goofy-ass little rant that he just divulged into because he was just upset that day, then ended up turning into him going on a rant about how he wants to be more like Stalin and have Stalin-like power, I'm assuming, so nobody can hold him accountable for all of his actions like they're trying to do now. So the goober is even all over the place in his emergency meetings, and is just upset in general and mad at everyone.
I'm really looking to get into some hard power, you know? I need to be one of those hidden overlords who's like in his HQ, and I have the power like with a pen and paper to like sign death warrants. Like Stalin. Stalin wasn't a streamer. Stalin wasn't on Twitter. But Stalin could get your ass dragged to a gulag. That's kind of what I'm looking for now. I'm not really interested in the streaming anymore. I have enough money. The trolling's gotten boring because there's too many teams. I kind of need that hard, absolute power to put people to death with the stroke of a pen. That's all I'm looking for. No big deal. I'm not going to just sit there and like evaluate. Convince me why you shouldn't die. You know? Let people cry and lament about their children. Convince me they're a good person. I'm like, you were probably a dickhead at some point. At some point in your life, once, you were probably for a few seconds a dickhead, so sorry. Take him to Siberia.
So yeah, as you can tell, we are just fully on some bullshit to the highest extent, and he is just a clown on the internet dancing harder than ever as he continues to just lose following, get made fun of, and declare himself as somehow even a bigger lolcow. Or in his case, I guess you could say a swole cow. But with that said, that's enough of this clown for today. So if you enjoyed, please drop a sub and a like and join the Saints Mafia where we are flaming the shit out of all of these goobers. And I'm out. Watching Andrew Tate continue to look stupid. And peace.
Do you use words to convey your thoughts to other people? I think so. Interesting. Tell me more. Oh, well, yeah, so I went to high school, and after high school, I decided to start my own brand. You're doing it again. Am I? Yeah. You really, I can tell, most of your life, you've used words, haven't you, to convey your thoughts to other people. You have an image in your mind, and then you use words to make them understand the image.